Welcome back to the round of 8 of today's June final of the Go4 SD2 Cup series. And yeah, the first map of our game right here will be King Sejan Station. To the top left we have Terran player number 1 choosing the green color. For the red bloods, this is Lillekanin. And his opponent spawning to the bottom right, choosing blue as his color. And yeah, without a team at the moment, he's Beastyqt. And yeah, it looks kind of like a 3-Rex Reaper build for Beasty, and also we have Lillekanin doing some shenanigans at the bottom there. I mean, there was a scout over in the other side of the map from Beasty, so he knows that there's no barracks inside of his base. We have Lillekanin with 1 Reaper. Also, we have Beasty with 2. So it's 2 versus 2 Reapers now. High ground advantage for Beasty. Takes out one of the Reapers. That's a nice catch there. But Lillekanin, with having the Hellion there, will he get a good shot off? Oh, this looks good now. The Reaper will be taken out. Beasty loses his units. Hellion number 2 is there. But yeah, he saw that there also is the starport. And yeah, Lillekanin with some interesting stuff going on right here, building everything outside of his main base. And Beastyqt, yeah, also not choosing a common build in a TVT, I would say, with going for the Mass Reaper opening, and now he's kind of transitioning into Marines, it seems like, also building factory and an engineering bay. But let's see what those Reapers are going to do at the front. Yeah, some workers are being taken. Oh, he's not paying attention because there is a Hellion drop in his own main base, and he's even, oh, he's pulling the workers to defend against Hellions. That's not a thing you should do, but sometimes you don't have another choice, so it's a small thing. You can't even blame him for that, because yeah, you somehow need to fight against this. Yeah, we see the units of Lillekanin are rallied to the bottom right here, so the way of reinforcing there is pretty small. Yeah, these Marines could have survived, but at least the Hellions get out of there. Some more Reapers going to the mineral line now of Lillekanin. Maybe they will get some more shots. And Beasty might get himself up in terms of workers again. Also, we have a tank being finished. Some Hellions now are trying to... Oh, but they're getting pretty low. Needs to be pretty careful now. Is microing with the tanks, obviously. But at the same time, doesn't matter how good this push from Lillekanin is, as long as he's not mining and he's losing workers, this might be pretty bad for him, since now there's 1 Cyclone out, and with being able to focus down all of these units, nice micro there from Lillekanin, but also his medivac is going pretty low, so it might get focused by the Cyclone and will be taken out with like 2 shots, and now he has the air advantage there. Viking being taken out, so his Viking is the only one. The medivac has been taken out, and yeah, now it's just 2 tanks, let's call it. And overall, you can see at the bottom, there's the production tab, or the unit tab. It's 2 workers left for Lillekanin, so Beastyqt will take this game. GG being called. Beasty takes map number 1. Okay, but yeah, Lillekanin has to go back here because his own Hellion is not finished, or is just finished now, so he's a little bit behind there. And now, oh boys, those units are getting low on both sides actually. So yeah, Beasty is going to get away. There's a Reaper and another Hellion on its way over. But yeah, I think this might be a little contain, but he will not be able to really deal damage here. I mean, Lillekanin might have to lift his command center, and we see Lillekanin is also, he's doing the scan. So he kind of knows what's going on over here. And yeah, there's one medevac coming. But we don't have the second command center for Beasty, so he's kind of committed to this push, or to deal damage, to not fall behind too much here. And yeah, this drop is not really doing, or is it? The Reaper mines were pretty good, but I don't see him winning this one. We also have this Viking from Lillekanin doing a good amount of damage to the medevac, so he'll be forced to get away. All of the units are erased. Lillekanin, it's 7 army supply, but it's almost doubling the army supply at this stage of the game. So yeah, just to see what's going on. We have 5 Hellions now going to the main base of Beastyqt. This Liberator. Oh, we have a lag. Oh boy, we have a lag. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lag going on, boys. Yeah, as we can see, we can't maneuver around here with the lag occurring. So yeah, as you can see, we have Lillekanin. You can go to the minimap right here. Lillekanin is scanning inside of the main base to see what's going on there. We have this Liberator trying to guard the ramp here, but this will not really matter in the end, since we saw that Lillekanin has the Viking there, so he has to either choose to fight one-on-one with the Liberator, so the Hellions can deal some damage. I mean, it takes ages for Hellions to actually take down a depot and stuff, but it's pretty hard to repair them too, since the flames are going through that. But I think Lillekanin might be able to deal some damage here, at least delay the second base, and this might be the way bigger deal here. And I think Lillekanin should go over here with his Hellion, with his Viking. 2 Marines are there, 1 tank, so he might be able to siege this position and yeah, force Lillekanin to go away. But this could have been a good possibility for Lillekanin. Lost 2 Hellions now, so it's getting weaker and weaker. But still, let's not forget about the fact that his command center was finished way earlier, and therefore he's also leading in terms of workers. This is a nice move there with the Viking, almost getting down the Liberator. So yeah, he's leading in terms of workers by 10 at the moment. Army supply is equal, but yeah, he will have the chance to kind of snowball there. And yeah, the Viking of Lillekanin will win this battle. Also, if necessary, there would be the possibility of throwing down the point defense drone anytime soon. I think it's 100, isn't it? Yes, it is. So yeah, it's possible in just a second. This Viking fight needed to be avoided though. So yeah, we have double armory. Oh man, is Lillekanin actually going for max stuff here? It seems like it. Yeah, Beasty forcing some Hellions to go back, and as long as he's outside of the tank range, I think he can simply fight that. But yeah, up choke, it's always a little hard to do so. And now he scans, sees that the tank still is in the back there, but with having the Marines standing in a line, this also isn't the best position to fight against. And this is a good move by Beasty. He lifts all of the units that are pretty much weakened there, as you can see, and is healing them up a little bit more. Now the scan goes down from Beasty right here, sees that the third command center is already finished for Lillekanin, and also sees that there are lots of factories being built, so he knows Mech is coming up against me. His own third command center is being landed now, so right here in terms of the third base, Beasty takes the lead in terms of time at least. And yeah, we'll fly over there to defend a little bit. We have Lillekanin even placing his barracks to use it as a scouting point here. I don't know, the vision area is kind of okay if you move out through the middle of the map. If Beasty would move out there, could be scouted pretty easily, but also there are the Hellions to see that. Yeah, Beasty having his Viking positioned over here to maybe scout for drops and stuff. And yeah, so both players might just go for some saturation on their third bases. Both players almost having the same armies, worker supply, 55, 53, so that's not that big of a difference. Lillekanin leading a little bit in terms of army. But yeah, I think with 2 tanky Vex there, I don't see him pushing in there that far. Both players having 2 tanks, so... Oh, actually, oh boy. This is a nice catch there. So this Viking already paid for itself with, yeah, just forcing this Medivac not to go inside of the base. At the same time, we see Beastyqt moving along the bottom of the map. But there is another drop, and this can actually harm a lot. He needs to go back there with some units to defend against this. And yeah, Lillekanin seems to be in position to defend his third base here. So yeah, defending those 2 Hellbats is priority number 1 for Beasty. And it actually took out 9 workers there. So that's a good thing for Lillekanin. Beasty needs to replace those workers now, and yeah, might invest some minerals there instead of going for some more units. Oh, but that's a risky move. That's a pretty risky move, man.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Oh, and it's not seen. Oh boy. What? Oh, and now it's seen. Oh man, this was so close. Oh, this was so lucky for Beasty that he wasn't scouted there. I mean, all of these Vikings would have been able to deal a lot of damage to the Medivacs, and as you can see, Beastyqt is just losing everything. I mean, maybe some of the Medivacs will get away. He's dealing some damage to the mineral line. He has 20 kills there. Oh man, this would have been perfectly timed there. I didn't see anything there. 23 workers being killed in the process here. So essentially, while flying in at the bottom, he put the Liberator in position and took out the whole mineral line because Lillekanin was distracted that much. And yeah, right now we have the situation that Beastyqt actually is ahead in terms of workers, and he takes out 2 tanks pretty fast there, has a good amount of Marauders in his army, so he's able to fight against the Hellbats, but shouldn't fight against siege tanks still, since yeah, siege tanks do a lot of damage against ground units in general. And yeah, so he's trying to fight here, trying to focus the tanks. That's not going to go that well, but Beasty is still in the lead. The Medivacs will fall, but the bio units are getting close to the tanks. 1 tank being left on the high ground. The Vikings are taking out all of the Medivacs there, so Beastyqt has no healing potential left and loses all of the Medivacs. There is no counter aggression at this very moment, so we have kind of like an equal state, let's call it. It's still a little bit of a worker lead, 50 to 47 for Beastyqt, and Lillekanin is leading in terms of army, and also Lillin now going for the 4th base. His command center is finished, and Beasty is not going for 4th at the moment. Maybe he's kind of calculating to fly over his main base to the 4th if when it's mined out. It's not that far in the future, so it's just 1 orbital that he's sacrificing there. But at the same time, I mean, he does have less mules and less scans, or potentially less mules and scans. At the same time, he does not have to take 400 minerals to build an extra command center. So yeah, that's the kind of thought maybe behind this. And yeah, still, this Hellion is going to die. The army supply looks pretty good for Lillekanin, and also let's not forget about the fact that these are a lot of tanks, and also mech, if it's in position, most likely will crush bio hardly. And also we have lots of Vikings there, and let's not forget about the Vikings taking out the Medivacs. But as I say, Medivacs, there are only 2 Medivacs on the field actually. So yeah, he essentially was not going for medivacs at all. He's just streaming in here, and the GG is being called from Beastyqt, and Lillekanin takes game number 2. And he also is going for a Reaper, but there's no expansion yet. So is there any proxy build? Yes, there is, man. There's a proxy factory going down. Lillekanin is putting off some pretty nice stuff here. Yeah. So I think he might just fly that one over into the main base and go for a Widow Mine, doesn't he? Oh, this is so tricky. Is this real, man? Or is this just Beastyqt? I mean, okay, he's going for a Hellion down here. So actually, this bunker might have been a defensive thing to go up against more Reapers, maybe jumping up on this position. But still, there is the possibility of landing the factory down here, I think, in the shadows. So yeah, let's check. The command center is being scouted by Lillekanin, so he knows that his opponent is going for the expansion. He's going for the starport again. There might be... Okay, we have 2 Reapers and a Hellion. 3 Marines and a Hellion defending. So he actually can't really move up the ramp that far and take out the depot or something. Okay, there's a Thor. Oh boy, he's going for Thor drops! And this is what we saw last Sunday against Strange. He was doing a pretty good Thor drops thing there. And I hope this gets as awesome as it was back then. So yeah, he did a good job there. So it all comes down to Beastyqt reacting here and what he's choosing to do. And I think having the Cyclone might be pretty nice. Also, the Viking is a good choice here to kind of avoid everything coming in from the air. This can be pretty crucial and might be a pretty nice reaction from Beasty, but he's sending out his Cyclone. Lock on to one of the Reapers. That is going down. But now there's the Thor flying in. And yeah, taking out this Cyclone might be pretty nice for him. But still, we have this Thor being cut off from his medivac. Or isn't he? Oh, actually everything from Lillekanin survived that. Pretty nice for our green player. So yeah, still the Thor drops are being in the range of potential. Yeah, we have another Thor and another medivac being built for Lillekanin. And Beastyqt is just trying to defend. He's kind of trying to narrow down the choke here. And I'm not sure if that's the right call to make, actually, to pull that many workers. He just wants to avoid some damage. He's also going for the tank, who's dealing splash damage to its own workers. I'm not sure if that was the right call here for Beasty. And we see the second Thor coming in and dealing so much damage. Beasty down to 11 workers. Will lose the tank, the tech lab. And still we have 2 medivacs and 2 Thors doing their job right here. This Liberator will go down pretty fast. And even with having the repair there, I think Lillekanin will take the game. And there's the GG being called by Beastyqt. And Lillekanin advances to the semifinals.